60 must-know road signs. 3 choices each. Can you score a perfect 60? Let's find out. First sign, go. What does this road sign mean? A is yield, B is stop, C is halt sign. Correct, it's the stop sign. The octagon shape is used so drivers recognize it, even if the word is covered in snow. What should you do at this sign? A is stop, B is roundabout ahead, C is yield. That's right, it's the yield sign. Yield means slow down and give way. You only stop if you have to. What animal does this sign warn about? A is moose area, B is elk area, C is deer area. Correct, it's the moose area sign. A moose can weigh over 500 kilograms. Hitting one is often fatal for drivers. What is this sign telling you? A is one way, B is road closed, C is do not enter. Correct, it's the do not enter sign. Wrong way crashes are rare, but among the deadliest on highways. This sign, written in Cree, means A is yield, B is stop, C is slow. Correct, it's the stop sign. Several provinces post signs in indigenous languages, like Cree and Inuktitut. What does this sign mark? A is railway crossing, B is crossroads ahead, C is tram crossing. The sign is the railway crossing sign. A train needs up to 2 kilometers to stop. It can never stop for you. What animal is this warning about? A is bear area, B is moose area, C is cattle area. Correct, it's the bear area sign. Banff and Jasper post these because bears often wander onto mountain roads. What does this sign indicate? A is keep right, B is one way, C is two-way traffic. That's right, it's the one-way sign. One-way streets were designed to cut city congestion and head-on crashes. What's prohibited here? A is no left turn, B is no right turn, C is no U-turn. Correct, it's the no U-turn sign. The red circle with a slash always means don't do this. Which animal does this sign warn of? A is ram area, B is mountain goat area, C is bighorn sheep area. That's right, it's the bighorn sheep area sign. Bighorn sheep lick road salt in winter, drawing them onto highways. What's coming up on the road? A is roundabout ahead, B is sharp curve ahead, C is loop ramp ahead. Correct, it's the roundabout ahead sign. Roundabouts cut serious crashes by up to 80% versus normal intersections. What does this sign set? A is minimum speed, B is maximum speed limit, C is advisory speed. That's right, it's the maximum speed limit sign. Canada switched to metric speed limits in 1977. Who might cross here? A is snowmobile trail. B is pedestrian crossing. C is skier crossing. Correct. It's the skier crossing sign. Ski resort roads post these where slopes cross driving lanes. What does this sign warn about? A is slippery when wet. B is loose gravel. C is uneven road. The sign is the slippery when wet sign. The skidding car symbol is recognized in almost every country. What must you do? A is keep left. B is keep right. C is one way. Correct. It's the keep right sign. These mark medians or obstacles you must pass on one side. What crossing is this? A is snowmobile trail. B is dog sled crossing. C is skier crossing. That's right. It's the dog sled crossing sign. Yes, real signs exist for dog sled teams in northern Canada. What's the road doing ahead? A is hairpin curve ahead. B is winding road ahead. C is sharp curve ahead. Correct. It's the sharp curve ahead sign. The arrow's sharpness hints at how tight the bend really is. What does this sign mean? A is no bicycles. B is bike lane. C is cyclists dismount. That's right. It's the no bicycles sign. Highways and tunnels often ban bikes for safety. Which animal crosses here? A is caribou crossing. B is deer crossing. C is reindeer crossing. Correct. It's the caribou crossing sign. Caribou and reindeer are the same species, just different names. This French sign means A is yield. B is slow down. C is stop. Correct. It's the stop sign. Quebec uses array, one of the few places on Earth to do so. What's ahead on the road? A is dip. B is bump. C is pavement ends. That's right. It's the bump sign. These warn of speed bumps or frost heaves, common in cold climates. What does this sign mark? A is snowmobile trail. B is no snowmobiles. C is skier crossing. Correct. It's the snowmobile trail sign. Canada has over 120,000 kilometers of maintained snowmobile trails. What does this sign indicate? A is no pedestrians. B is school zone. C is pedestrian crossing. The sign is the pedestrian crossing sign. Drivers must yield the whole crosswalk, not just their lane. What does this warn truckers about? A is steep climb ahead. B is steep downgrade. C is slippery road. That's right. It's the steep downgrade sign. Trucks use low gears here to avoid burning out their brakes. What animal does this sign warn of? A is cattle area. B is moose area. C is bison area. Correct. It's the bison area sign. Wild bison still roam parts of northern Alberta and the NWT. What does this sign restrict? A is no right turn on red. B is no right turn. C is right turn only. Correct! It's the no right turn on red sign. Right on red is legal in most of Canada, except Montreal Island. What kind of bend is ahead? A is sharp curve ahead. B is hairpin curve ahead. C is double curve ahead. That's right, it's the hairpin curve ahead sign. A hairpin bends back nearly 180 degrees, common on mountain passes. What does this shield represent? A is Trans-Canada Highway marker. B is Provincial Highway shield. C is Autoroute shield. Correct! It's the Trans-Canada Highway marker sign. The Trans-Canada runs nearly 8,000 kilometers, one of the world's longest roads. What hazard does this warn about? A is uneven road. B is steep downgrade. C is falling rocks. That's right, it's the falling rocks sign, posted on mountain roads where rock slides are common. Which animal does this sign warn of? A is bighorn sheep area. B is mountain goat area. C is ram area. Correct! It's the mountain goat area sign. Mountain goats aren't actually goats. They're in their own family. What does this sign mean? A is school crossing. B is pedestrian crossing. C is playground zone. The sign is the school crossing sign. The two-figure symbol is used worldwide for school crossings. What's ahead on the road? A is narrow bridge ahead. B is two-way traffic. C is drawbridge ahead. That's right, it's the drawbridge ahead sign. Drawbridges lift or swing to let boats pass underneath. What does this sign warn of? A is bump. B is dip. C is pavement ends. Correct, it's the dip sign. A sudden dip can launch a fast car. Slow down. What does this sign explain? A is metric conversion. B is distance to next town. C is speed limit change. That's right, it's the metric conversion sign. These helped Canadians adjust when the country went metric. What does this sign prohibit? A is passing lane ahead. B is two-way traffic. C is no overtaking. Correct, it's the no overtaking sign. Overtaking bans appear on blind hills and tight curves. What animal does this warn about? A is cattle area. B is elk area. C is wild horse area. That's right, it's the wild horse area sign. Alberta still has herds of free-roaming wild horses. What sign are you approaching? A is yield sign ahead. B is stop sign ahead. C is signal ahead. Correct, it's the yield sign ahead sign. Ahead signs give you time to react before the real one. What does this sign indicate? A is no bicycles. B is bike lane. C is cyclists dismount. That's right, it's the bike lane sign. Protected bike lanes cut cyclist injuries dramatically. What weather hazard is this? A is slippery when wet. B is dangerous crosswinds. C is winding road. Correct. It's the dangerous crosswind sign. Crosswinds can shove high-sided trucks right out of their lane. What must cyclists do here? A is cyclists must dismount and walk. B is no bicycles. C is bike route ends. The sign is the cyclists must dismount and walk sign. Used where bike riding is too risky, like narrow bridges. What's the road like ahead? A is moose area. B is deer area. C is elk area. That's right. It's the elk area sign. A bull elk's antlers can spread over a meter wide. What does this speed sign require? A is multiple curves ahead. B is sharp curve ahead. C is hairpin curve ahead. Correct. It's the multiple curves ahead sign. The wavy arrow means a series of bends, not just one. What does this sign designate? A is maximum speed 60. B is minimum speed 60 kilometers per hour. C is advisory speed 60. That's right. It's the minimum speed 60 kilometers per hour sign. Minimum limits stop slow drivers causing pileups on highways. What does this route sign mean? A is truck route. B is no trucks. C is hazardous material route. Correct. It's the hazardous material route sign. Dangerous cargo is routed away from crowded city centers. What movements are banned? A is disaster response route. B is emergency detour. C is hospital route. That's right. It's the disaster response route sign. These mark roads kept clear for emergencies like floods or fires. What does this sign mean? A is no left turn. B is no left turn or straight ahead. C is right turn only. Correct. It's the no left turn or straight ahead sign. One sign can ban two moves at once. Read the arrows carefully. What's the road doing ahead? A is school zone. B is pedestrian crossing. C is playground zone. That's right. It's the playground zone sign. Playground zones often have lower limits active all day. What does this sign prohibit? A is narrow bridge ahead. B is road narrows ahead. C is divided highway ahead. Correct. It's the road narrows ahead sign. Merge early. Lanes disappear faster than most drivers expect. What does this small tab mean? A is dangerous goods vehicles prohibited. B is hazardous material route. C is no trucks. The sign is the dangerous goods vehicles prohibited sign. Tunnels often ban fuel and chemical tankers for safety. What does this small tab mean? A is maximum speed limit. B is minimum speed. C is advisory or recommended speed. That's right. It's the advisory or recommended speed sign. Yellow speed tabs are a suggestion, not a legal limit. What road condition is ahead? A is pavement ends. B is rough pavement ahead. C is bump ahead. Correct. It's the rough pavement ahead sign.
Frost and heavy trucks are the main causes of broken pavement.
What does this sign describe? A is traffic calmed neighborhood. B is playground zone. C is no through road. That's right. It's the traffic calmed neighborhood sign.
Speed bumps and narrow lanes force drivers to slow right down.
What are you approaching? A is stop. B is yield sign ahead. C is stop sign ahead. Correct. It's the stop sign ahead sign.
This gives warning on roads where a stop might surprise you.
Who can use this path? A is shared path for pedestrians and cyclists. B is bike lane. C is pedestrian-only path. That's right. It's the shared path for pedestrians and cyclists sign.
Both walkers and cyclists share the space, so watch your speed.
What does this sign restrict? A is no right turn. B is no right turn on red. C is right turn only. Correct. It's the no right turn on red sign.
You may still turn right once the light goes green.
What must drivers not do? A is no overtaking. B is share the road. C is do not pass cyclists. The sign is the do not pass cyclists sign.
Many provinces require a 1-meter gap when passing a cyclist.
What's coming up? A is railway crossing ahead. B is crossroads ahead. C is level crossing. That's right. It's the railway crossing ahead sign.
The big X symbol is called a crossbuck.
Which animal does this sign warn of? A is bighorn sheep area. B is mountain goat area. C is ram area. Correct. It's the ram area sign.
A ram's horns can weigh as much as all its other bones combined.
What does this sign mark? A is no pedestrians. B is pedestrian crosswalk. C is school crosswalk. That's right. It's the pedestrian crosswalk sign.
Drivers must stop for anyone already in the crosswalk.
What's this sign reminding you to do? A is fasten seatbelt. B is rest area ahead. C is check brakes. Correct. It's the fasten seatbelt sign.
Seatbelts cut the risk of death in a crash by about half.
That's all 60. How many did you get right? Don't forget to like the video, drop your score in the comments, and hit subscribe for more.